Hello
Hi.
and welcome to our Autodesk Learning Partners Summit here in Milan.
All right, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here. My name is Femi Aderinola. I am the Executive Director of Costech, and Costech based in Nigeria.
Okay.
And the industry representative is AEC industry. That's what we do.
The AEC.
Yep.
Now, could you please tell me what's currently happening in the AEC sector in your region?
Yeah, there is a lot happening in AEC industry in my region right now because there are a lot of projects going on at the same time, and the AEC industry is one of the key sectors that drive the infrastructure base of my country, Nigeria, in terms of a lot of projects going on at the same time. So we have a lot of activities going on in AEC industry in terms of road, buildings, in terms of construction. So many things are going on at the same time on AEC industry. So we are doing fantastically well in AEC industry in the country.
Okay, and what's your view on the market demand and need for BIM skills in your market? What do you think?
Yeah, there is a lot of advocate for BIM in the past few years to create awareness of a BIM. Right now, people are getting to understand what BIM is all about because BIM is one of the key sectors that can drive this industry we're talking about. Talk about working in collaborations. I talk about the architect working with engineers, working with the civil engineers on the road. So BIM is one of the key things that can drive this, and the awareness on BIM is enormous. After we have created awareness of BIM in my country, people are trying to adopt the BIM sector a little bit by bit. We see architect working with the mechanic engineer on the HVAC. We see architect work with the civil engineering on road. We see a lot of people working together, not in silos. The adaptation of BIM is being more increased than before because it's helped the industry not to have what we call rework, mistake on site. All those things can be solved using BIM technology, whereby the collaboration between all the stakeholders, the architect, the engineer, the contractor, even the owner of the project also can also see the inside of the building, see the inside of the project, and it can help them to solve a lot of problems before they get to site. So there's a lot of adaptation on BIM in my country now, and we are happy to be one of the driving force to implement that in my country.
Oh, thank you. That was really broad.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of AI, we had a presentation yesterday on AI, and as we all know, it's the future of learning, basically. Could you please tell me what does the future of learning mean to you as a learning partner?
Yeah, the future of learning these days now improvises that there are a lot of methods we can be adopt to impart knowledge on people. Nobody knows that COVID can come when COVID came in 2019, and if there's no technology that can drive that for people to learn, it will be difficult to continue learning right now. So now the adaptation of future learning now involves the AI. It's such that we need to carry people along and be able to see how best we can impart knowledge on people. Tradition of sitting there in class and learning one-to-one. I want to pick something from here now means that I can have a lot of method of picking that thing from that spot. So we should have a lot of method whereby we're able to give people options on how they can do learning. And AI is one of the areas at which we as a partner can leverage on to create more content, convert our workflow to ability for other sectors. For example, the new generation we are talking about now, because they understand more technology and there's a lot of data out there that we can use to drive this AI. So I see AI as one of the key sectors that can help to drive the future of learning, because future of learning involves that we must have a lot of practicable approach. The era of sitting in class are gone. People can sit in their comfort zone and learn. They can be in their office and learn. They can watch a program and learn. So we should be able to adopt that technology on future of learning. With that, we can be able to cover a lot of learning skills.
Well, yes. Now, could you please tell me what do you think of the overall Autodesk Summit here in Milan?
Yeah, I'm so happy that we're able to make this summit this year. I was in Turkey last year for the summit, but the number of crowd I see this time around is a little bit high. And from my take, the lecture we have been given from seminar, talking about AI in training, talking about AI in leadership, and talking about the future of learning. So it means that this summit is one of the best summits I've attended, and I believe I'm looking forward to the next one. My take home from this summit is that we can adopt the technology to be able to drive the Autodesk learning business in terms of how we impart the knowledge on our student or on our client. This seminar or this summit really open up a lot of ideas that we don't take into consideration. And then we can see that data is being driven. We have a lot of data out there. How do we manage those data we have? How do we manage the data we have to be able to increase the productivity of what people need to know about learning? So which means that this summit really delve more on how we can leverage on technology to impart knowledge to people and have a lot of options on how this thing can be done. It's really a good and wonderful summit. And I want to also thank the organizer, Knowledge Point, and TD Cinex for organizing this seminar. This is the first time I'm having two partners running this, and I can see a lot of people are here. And my take home again is that we are looking forward to a bigger one, and we're also looking forward that one of these days, partner also can present during the summit.